for putting everything together. Most importantly, responsible for developing this particular agency that is going to help the lives of so many. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, put your hands together. Give a warm welcome to Dr. Raymond Delaney. Give it up for him.
Thank you, please. I want to welcome everyone to this event. This is our first time having a fundraiser gala, and I am excited to be a part of this experience. But I would like to first acknowledge some of our sponsors who, if it was not for them, this event could not happen. So, Aetna BetterHelp, I see you back there. Thank you. Aetna BetterHelp has also spoken to me and has pledged that they're going to sponsor several programs for us in 2018. And it's going to be surrounded by helping formerly incarcerated individuals transition into the community, right? We also have Best Buy. Best Buy has sponsored this event. We also have Community Care Solutions, who's here to help sponsor this event. And I recently received an email about 2 hours ago from Baptist Community Ministries. They have sent us a fine donation to help us with this event. So we are very excited, and we have several other organizations and agencies that also contribute a good bit of financial support so that this can be a spectacular event. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, before we get the program to go forward, if I can I share a testimony? Yes. This is small, I won't be long, because I know my students back there and I don't want to run them off, right? So, I want to say that some people, when I talk to them in a community, and I try to engage and understand what they're going through, because I deal with so many different people from different diversities and backgrounds and what have you, walks of life. And a lot of people have actually told me, you know, I don't have it like you. You know, I just don't have it good like you. And sometimes I don't say anything because I understand they don't understand my story, or they don't know what I've been through, right? And so if you look at the history of where I've been, starting in the 3rd grade when I failed. See, I'm going somewhere with this because this is important. Because today I stand with a title that absolutely means nothing, but my mom would be upset if I didn't say that. But I failed the 3rd grade, and when I failed the 3rd grade, I was embarrassed and I didn't want to go to school. I wanted to quit. I was going through so much trouble in my life. My mom was working hard. I was being raised by a whole bunch of women that's sitting right at that table, and my uncle, Richard Roseman. And a lot of people didn't know the struggles that I was dealing with not having a father in my life. Because see, at that time, my father was gone. He was absent for 13 years, in and out of prison. I didn't know when he was in jail or not, in a whole other state. And so as I went through school, and I realized I was different from the rest of the students because they were advancing. And so when my aunt, she's not here, she would try to tutor me, I would break down and would not pay attention. And I'm gonna try to speed this up, but I'm going somewhere else. And so when she would go away, I would learn and teach myself. And as I started teaching myself, my math improved, my reading skills improved. But I wasn't letting people know what was going on. And so when I got to the 6th grade, I was winning spelling bees, one of the smartest persons in the class. And the teachers would be just like, you know, wow, well, what was going on? But they didn't know that there was trouble in the home because I didn't have a man or a male figure that was something to me where I can understand how to become a man. Because for some reason, most people think manhood is defined by sexual orientation, but that's not the case. Okay? And so as I went through school, I didn't want to go to college. I went to the Army out of being rebellious. To my mom, she told me don't go, but I went anyway. So yes, I am a U.S. Veteran. Okay? And as I went forward, I didn't want to graduate from college. I didn't even want to go. It was a good friend who pushed me and said I better get my master's degree. And eventually I got my mind right, and I went further in my education, and today I stand as Dr. Raymond Delaney, but that doesn't mean nothing to me. That doesn't mean nothing to me. Hold on 1 second. Because statistically, from the 3rd grade when I failed, and having an absence of father, I'm supposed to be incarcerated or dated, if we follow statistics. But I want to tell you that there's a greater purpose in this building. And I have some people that are staff members that are with me, and they always know that I tell a story, and I won't go into do it today, but I always end with, it's not about you. And then I turn around and I let them know, and it's not about me either. And so they look at, and they're like, well, what is it about? It's about the clients that we serve. It's about serving people. It's about humanitarian. It's about taking up for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what life is about. That's love. And when you have that love and that passion, you have this before you, a greater purpose. I want to share with you that I am very excited that this is going on, and this will be an annual event. We want to make sure we send a warm thank you to Southport Hall. Jay, he's somewhere going around here. When Jay found out about our organization and what we were trying to do, he was very generous, and he had showed that hospitality. And I was just like, man, you know, I talked to priests and I talked to a few other friends, and I said, this guy want to really help us. He's going to make sure that the building is pretty. I saw it. I said, we got to do more work over there. It was just so many things that was going through my mind. But in the end, I always want to remind you all that as we sit here today, there is a lot of work ahead of us. And if we don't work as a team, as a unit, as a community, as a society, we're going to fail. Now, the majority of this room is African Americans, and I get that. But we do have some friends of different diversity. I have a student back there, I see you, Kevin, he's Hispanic. I grew up with Hispanic friends, and we got along. And we played, and we fussed, and we fight with our hands, not with guns. But we knew that we loved each other and cared. And that's what I want to see in the world. Yes, we're dealing with people who have been formerly incarcerated and experienced life. But there's so much trauma in the world that they don't need to be faced with more barriers and silly regulations and legislations that does nothing but create animosity. So with that being said, I want to say thank you all for coming from the bottom of my heart. We're going to make sure that this program moves swiftly and professionally, right? That's how we say it. So thank you all. I appreciate it, and I'll turn it over because I just came out of my lane and I went into priest's lane. Bye.